when I got here, everything was completely empty and everything was gone. So I'm looking in the window and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm super excited to share with you how I started my salon business. I transitioned from working a 9 to 5 to owning my own salon in 3 months time. I look back at it and I still can't believe all of these things happened in 3 months. So I'm just gonna take you back to the beginning. Well, I've always been excited and passionate about beauty, fashion, wellness, and all of those things. So when I was living in Miami, I'm originally from San Francisco, but I lived in Miami, I created a clothing line, and it just wasn't going the way that I liked. So I came back to California, and I always said I wanted to own my own salon. I remember there was a point, I have a best friend, and anytime he would introduce me to people, he would say like, this is my best friend Destiny, and she owns a salon or a spa. And I would say like, stop telling people that. Like, I don't own a salon and I don't own a spa. And he's like, no, we need to speak this into existence. So that always like stuck with me. Like, you really need to like manifest your dreams and like speak them into existence. So I kept telling myself, you know what, you are gonna own a salon, you are gonna own a spa. I went to cosmetology school, I got my cosmetology license because I felt like if I'm gonna own a salon or a spa, I need to know how to run it, how to operate it. If I'm going to have operators or service providers in my salon, I need to know exactly what it is they're supposed to be doing, what are the state laws and regulations and things like that, so I can run it effectively. Because when I do things, I really want to do it the right way. After going to cosmetology school, I graduated and I discovered that I was good at doing hair and hair color, but I wasn't passionate about it. So I took a position at a spa where I was a regional sales and operational manager. I learned so much, especially when it came to operations of running a business. I learned about payroll and inventory, different vendors to use, how to treat clients, how to get your clients or customers to return. So I was really grateful for that experience. While I was working there, I kind of got, like most people, just stuck in that whole 9 to 5 grind of knowing that I wanted to do something else beyond what I was currently doing, but I didn't know how to get out of what I was doing. I remember one day I went out to lunch with a girlfriend of mine, and this girlfriend of mine, she never was like that amazing at doing her brows, but every time I seen her, I was like, girl, your eyebrows are amazing. And then finally she's like, oh my gosh, girl, I got them microbladed. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so what is microblading? So then I will remember I was watching a reality TV show, and one of the girls, I think it was like Love and Hip Hop, and one of the girls kept on saying like, yeah, I do eyebrows. And I admired her so much because she had this amazing salon and she seemed like a really driven businesswoman. And I was like, okay, what is this I do eyebrows thing? So finally she said, yeah, and I do microblading. So then I'm like, okay, so I've heard this microblading thing a few different times, so I think I need to do some more research about it. And I found a location in Southern California, in the LA area, and I ended up taking the training course. The training course that I decided to take, it was really good. I think when you have one of those personalities where you're used to being really good at things automatically and things just come quick to you, it's a little defeating when you're not instantly good at something. And that's what happened to me the second day of microblading training. I was like, I literally was in the hotel room and I just wanted to cry. Like, I just spent all this money on taking this course and I'm not even good at this. But just the next day, having them kind of work with me, I was able to actually complete my own very first model of microblading, and it looked really good. So after that, that was really like a confidence booster for me. I was able to see like, wow, if you really practice, you can create something beautiful and amazing. So I practiced, I advertised on my Facebook and my Instagram that this was something new that I was doing, but the whole time I'm still working at my 9 to 5 job. While I'm still working there, things are kind of happening at my job that's like telling me, Destiny, you really need to push for your dreams. You really need to go for it. Just do it. Don't have any fear. Like, I was praying about it. I didn't know what to do, but I knew that I just needed to go for it. So during my spare time, when I wasn't working, I would be driving around town. I'd be looking on Craigslist or any kind of commercial listings to try to find a space that would work good for me. So I thought I found a space, which I thought was a perfect location. It was, now I know, it was extremely overpriced. And I was gonna have to do a whole complete build out, but I wanted this so bad that I was kind of being impatient. I was like, okay, this is the place. And I was trying everything in my power to make this place work. It just so happened I was living at these apartments across the street, which is now my salon that I'm sitting in right now. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go and get a colonic. So there was a colonic studio across the street from my apartment. So I came over. And when I got here, everything was completely empty and everything was gone. So I'm looking in the window and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was like God had just sent a blessing to me, because I'm looking in the window and I just immediately envisioned everything I seen my salon looking like. I seen that there were individual private rooms, which is something that I was looking for to create like a salon suite type of atmosphere. So I was like, oh, this is like perfect. This is everything that I've been like looking for. I ended up pretty much stalking whoever the owners were, because this place was not even listed for rent or for lease. They showed me the place and they were like, okay, fill out the application. We can do, you know, all of our background checks and whatever they had to do. And within about 2 or 3 days, they got back to me and they were like, it's yours. And so I was so happy. I did do, I created a business plan, and I did a lot of market research before I was actually going into finding this place. I'm located in Elk Grove, which is right outside of Sacramento, which is a very nice like suburban area. And it's really interesting because my salon is located next to about 6 other salons. So that probably sounds kind of like strange, but it works out perfect, because every salon that's in this area, they have their own like type of style, and the people that work in this salon, we just attract our own type of clients and customers, and it just works. One of the salons that I'm next to, they've actually been here for 25 years. So when I found that out, I was like, that means that there's like longevity in this area. And one of the things that, you know, people tell you when you're looking for a space to move into for your business is location, location, location. So I'm like, if a business can last 25 years in one spot, like that's a good location. When I remember just like it was yesterday, looking inside the windows of what I knew was gonna be my salon. It has now 4 nail stations, a private pedicure room for spa pedicures, and it has 6 private rooms, which are now converted to salon suites. And they can be used for hair services, nail services, skincare, waxing. I do permanent makeup, and there's another lady here that does permanent makeup and eyelash extensions. We're pretty much like a one-stop shop. So I feel like I have 2 different sides to me. One is I love to make people happy. I love to cater to people. I love to make sure that others are taken care of and they're very happy with what it is that I'm offering or doing. The other side is I like to have fun. So I was like, if I don't own a salon or a spa, I'm probably gonna own like a club or a bar. So I feel like I was able to combine the best of both worlds. So it's called My Beauty Bar. So you can not only get beauty services, but you get complimentary wine and champagne. But it's just a really great atmosphere. So I will say, when it came time to open, I put all of this work and this energy into opening this salon, and I was advertising like crazy on Facebook and Craigslist, like I need people to work here, and I wasn't getting any hits. I was getting really discouraged, and I just kept on praying about it. A voice coming in my head saying, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. So I just really tried to remain patient, and I will say like within a couple of weeks, just people started hitting me up. it was like such a blessing because it was all the right people that had the right energy. And that's the biggest part about working with other people, is they have to be on the same frequency as you, have to match your vibe, have the right energy. They're not people that are just like me, but there are people that I really admire. They have hustle, they have drive, they're really good at what they do, and they're just like consistent. We have a very large repeat client base, and I think that's just because of the 5-star customer service that we always provide. So there's like 5-star rating on Yelp and Google and Facebook, which I am extremely proud of, because I think as a new business, that's something that's really hard to achieve. And I, as well as all the ladies here, it's almost like we don't even have to work really hard to do it, because that's just naturally who we are. We just naturally give our 100% all the time. I created a secondary business called Trophy Beauty by Destiny Renee. So this business is where I only do my microblading clients. I also have a training academy, and now I'm a published author as well. So this training academy, I've only had it for 1 year so far, and it's just it's thriving, it's doing amazing. So from starting my beauty bar, then transitioning into Trophy Beauty, I feel like I have truly found my purpose. So one thing opening a business in 3 months on a very tight budget has taught me, it has taught me patience. It's taught me that no dream is too big. Just go for it. If you dream it, you can absolutely achieve it. I used to feel like that was like really cliche, and it's absolutely not.